through to mobile and blog-based alternative media. One of the things that we've gained a lot of very useful information from in the UK is the community radio sector has grown, and it's quite a new sector in the UK also. The law was only passed in 2004. The first stations were being licensed in 2005 and on the air in 2006, so it's also relatively new. There's about 180 stations on air now. But for the last 3 years we've been doing an annual survey of the sector. It's compulsory for every station to take part in it. The regulator requires that. And it's a very simple form, but it gathers information from each station to a standard format each year, including financial information about their turnover, sources of finance, numbers of staff, numbers of volunteers, how many hours programming, all this sort of thing. We're finding now that not only is this a very useful snapshot on a year-to-year basis, it's already beginning to build a very useful longitudinal evidence base of the development of the sector. We're able to see the trends that are emerging, the way revenue is going up or down with the recession and so on. And I think it would be very timely to look at introducing something like this in the India context, not to wait for a few years, but now really is the time to start putting in place a systematic approach that can be done on an annual basis. I'd certainly recommend that. I think there's a similar model we heard from in Australia. There they do it every 2 years. They have a survey of the sector, and every alternate year they have an audience survey. So both of these things are important, but they need to be put in place on a systematic basis, but also on an early basis for them to be useful.